how are you doing? Welcome to Miss Tech Hack. I also welcome you all to a new series on Stream API. A stream is nothing but a series of values, that is, a collection, and we use Stream API to perform some operations and process the collection to produce a desired result. Confused and wondering, like why and how? Don't worry. I will cover it step by step to help you understand it with ease. The series will cover introduction to streams, intermediate operations, and terminal operations. Along with that, we will also cover 20 interview question and answers asked on Stream API. So, if you are new to streams, this series will be very useful to you. Or if you know anyone willing to learn stream basics, do share and suggest this Stream API series to them. Today in this video, we will see the basic introduction on streams. But before we go ahead, make sure to subscribe to Miss Tech Hack so you don't miss on any of our updates and latest videos. So let's get started. What is a stream? As I mentioned before, a stream is a sequence of objects, that is, a set of elements of specific type. In other words, a collection like a list of string or set of integers, etc. As you can see here, a stream consists of a source, set of intermediate operations, and a set of terminal operations. Now, it supports various methods, that is, operations like intermediate and terminal, to a pipeline to produce the desired results. And lastly, the operations performed on a stream does not modify the source of a stream. To understand these points, let's take a simple example. Let's say we have a list of integers, that is a collection or a stream, and we need to sort this stream of values. Okay, so the input, that is the source, will go through a pipeline where pipeline means undergo a set of operations to produce the output, that is our desired result. Like in our case, sort operation, but there can be multiple operations. And the source will not be modified, but you can collect the result based on your requirement. What are intermediate operations? Intermediate operations are performed on a stream of data and returns another stream. That is the reason why we can perform a chain of intermediate operations. These operations do not produce the end result, which means we also need a terminal operation. They are lazily loaded, which means they get executed only after a terminal operation is invoked. That is, when we need the end result. They can be chained together to form a pipeline of operations. And the pipeline of operations may contain any number of intermediate operations like map, filter, sorted, distinct, limit, skip, etc. Let's see some of the examples. Map, operation used to apply function on a stream. So, list.stream.map x into 2.collect collectors.toList. Here, stream function returns a sequential stream with this list as its source. Then, on that stream, we have used map operation to apply a function which will multiply every element by 2, and finally a collect operation to collect the result. Filter, operation used to filter a stream based on a predicate, that is a condition. So list.stream.filter x equal to 0 dot collect collectors dot toList. Here again, stream function returns a sequential stream with this list as its source. Then on that stream, we have used the filter operation to filter based on a predicate where we are fetching elements equal to 0, and again finally a collect operation to collect the result. Sorted operation used to sort a stream. So list.stream.sorted.collect collectors.toList. Here again, stream function returns a sequential stream with this list as its source. Then on that stream, we have used sorted operation, which will sort the stream in ascending order, and a collect operation to collect the result. And if we want to reverse the order, like if we want the output in descending order, you can just pass comparator.reverse order in this operation, and it will return a list in descending order. What are terminal operations? Terminal operations are performed on a stream of data and return non-stream values. That is the reason why we cannot perform a chain of terminal operations. These operations produce the end result. They are eagerly loaded, which means it triggers the execution of the entire stream pipeline, that is, all the intermediate operations, and produce the end result. They can't be chained together to form a pipeline of operations. Hence, the pipeline of operations may contain maximum one terminal operation, that two at the end. Some of them are collect, for each, reduce, min, max, count, etc. Let's see some of the examples. For each, operation used to apply a loop on a stream. List.stream.map x into 2 dot for each system.out println. Here again, stream function returns a sequential stream with this list as its source. Then on that stream, we have used the map operation to apply a function which will multiply every element by 2, as we have seen above. Instead of collect, we are using a for each operation to apply a loop on the stream so that it can print each value from the stream. Collect operation used to collect result of operations performed on a stream. List.stream.filter x equal to 0 dot collect collectors.toList. Collect operation we have seen in the above examples as well. So here it's again same, like stream function returns a sequential stream with this list as its source. Then on that stream, we have used filter operation to filter based on the predicate, where we are fetching elements equal to 0, and collect operation is used to collect the result into a list. So here we can collect the result in a list, in a map, in a set, etc., like whichever collection we want. Reduce operation used to reduce elements of a stream using a binary operator. List.stream.sorted.reduce a comma b, a greater than b, a colon b. Here again, the stream function returns a sequential stream with this list as its source. Then on that stream, we have used the sorted operation to sort it in ascending order. But here, we are using a reduce function to reduce the elements of the list. That is, the reduce function or the reduce operation will compare values based on a predicate, that is a greater than b, where a is the result of the previous operation and b is the current stream value. Hence, this operation will return the maximum value as result. When performing reduce operation, result should always be received in an optional list or optional parameter, so as to prevent null pointer exception, as we are not sure if it will return anything at all. Okay. So we have seen the basics on how streams work and how operations are performed on a stream. That's it for this video. I hope you find it useful. For any queries or concerns, write me down in the comment section. Thank you so much. Have a great day.